Have you ever felt the sting of disappointment? That sinking feeling when things don't go as planned? Maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, failed an exam, or faced rejection in a relationship. It's easy to see disappointment as a roadblock, but what if I told you it's actually a stepping stone to success? Disappointment is one of those emotions we all try to avoid, yet it's impossible to escape. Whether it's in your personal life, career, or relationships, disappointment is a universal experience. But here's the twist. Disappointment isn't just inevitable, it's essential. It's a natural part of the journey to success, and learning how to embrace it can transform your life. In this video, we're going to explore why disappointment is not something to fear, but something to welcome. We'll look at how it builds resilience, teaches valuable lessons, and even fuels motivation. By the end, you'll see how some of the most successful people in history used disappointment as a catalyst for their achievements. So, what is disappointment? Disappointment is that emotional response we feel when reality doesn't meet our expectations. It's the gap between what we hope for and what actually happened. For example, imagine you've been preparing for a job interview for weeks. You've researched the company, practiced your answers, and even bought a new outfit. But then, you get the email. We've decided to move forward with another candidate. That sinking feeling? That's disappointment. But here's the thing. Disappointment isn't just about failure. It's about the expectations we set for ourselves. When we set a goal, we're essentially creating an expectation. And when that expectation isn't met, disappointment follows. Now, you might be thinking, why set goals if they're just going to lead to disappointment? But here's the catch. Disappointment is a sign that you care. It shows you're invested in your goals and dreams. If you didn't care, you wouldn't feel disappointed. The key is not to avoid disappointment, but to understand it and use it to your advantage. Let's explore how. Why disappointment is necessary for growth. Disappointment is like a mirror. It reflects our expectations, our efforts, and our resilience. Here's why it's necessary for growth. 1. It builds resilience. Every time you face disappointment and keep going, you're building mental toughness. Think of it like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. For example, imagine you're training for a marathon. You've been running every day, but on race day, you don't finish as quickly as you hoped. That disappointment might sting, but if you keep training, you'll get better. Over time, you'll learn to handle setbacks with grace and determination. 2. It teaches valuable lessons. Disappointment often reveals what went wrong. Did you set unrealistic expectations? Did you prepare enough? These insights are gold for future success. For instance, if you didn't get the promotion you wanted, maybe it's a sign that you need to develop new skills or improve your communication with your boss. Disappointment forces us to reflect and grow. 3. It redefines success. Sometimes, disappointment forces us to reevaluate our goals. What truly matters to you? Is it the outcome or the journey? For example, many people dream of becoming famous, but when they achieve fame, they realize it's not what they expected. Disappointment can help us align our goals with our values and passions. 4. It fuels motivation. Believe it or not, disappointment can be a powerful motivator. That feeling of I don't want to feel this way again can push you to work harder and smarter. For example, after losing a big game, athletes often train even harder to ensure they win next time. Disappointment can light a fire under you and drive you to achieve your goals. Real-life examples of disappointment leading to success. Let's look at some real-life examples of people who turned disappointment into success. J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, Rowling faced countless rejections from publishers. In fact, her manuscript was rejected 12 times before it was finally accepted. But she didn't give up. Her disappointment fueled her determination to keep trying. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in history. Michael Jordan. Did you know Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team? That disappointment didn't stop him. It motivated him to work harder and become one of the greatest athletes of all time. He once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was fired from her first job as a TV anchor and told she wasn't fit for television. But she used that disappointment to redefine her career and build an empire. Today, she's one of the most influential women in the world. Thomas Edison. Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, but he didn't see those failures as setbacks. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His ability to embrace disappointment and keep going led to one of the most important inventions in history. These stories show that disappointment isn't the end. It's often the beginning of something greater. How to handle disappointment. Now that we've seen the power of disappointment, let's talk about how to handle it effectively. Here are some practical steps. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. Don't suppress your emotions. It's okay to feel sad, frustrated, or angry. Allow yourself to process those feelings. For example, if you didn't get into your dream school, take some time to grieve that loss. It's a natural part of the healing process. 2. Reframe the situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Reframing disappointment as a learning opportunity shifts your mindset. For instance, if you didn't get the job you wanted, maybe it's a sign that you need to improve your skills or explore a different career path. 3. Adjust your expectations. Sometimes, disappointment stems from unrealistic expectations. Be honest with yourself. Are your goals achievable? For example, if you're trying to lose 20 pounds in a month, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. Instead, set smaller, more realistic goals that you can achieve over time. 4. Take action. Use the energy from your disappointment to take the next step. What's one small thing you could do right now to move forward? For example, if you didn't get the promotion you wanted, ask your boss for feedback and create a plan to improve. 5. Seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a mentor. Sometimes an outside perspective can help you see the bigger picture. For example, if you're feeling stuck after a breakup, talking to a therapist or trusted friend can help you process your emotions and move forward. The role of disappointment in creativity. Disappointment can be a powerful catalyst for creativity. When things don't go as planned, it forces us to think outside the box and come up with new solutions. For example, many artists, writers, and musicians have used their disappointments as inspiration for their work. J.K. Rowling's struggles with rejection led her to create the magical world of Harry Potter. Similarly, many musicians have written their most heartfelt songs after experiencing heartbreak or failure. Disappointment pushes us to innovate and explore new possibilities. It's often in our lowest moments that we discover our greatest strengths and talents. Disappointment and self-discovery. Disappointment can also be a powerful tool for self-discovery. When we face setbacks, it forces us to reflect on who we are and what we truly want. For example, if you've been pursuing a career that doesn't fulfill you, disappointment might be the wake-up call you need to explore a different path. Many people have found their true calling after experiencing disappointment. It's often in these moments of reflection that we discover our passions, values, and purpose. So, instead of seeing disappointment as a failure, see it as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and what you really want out of life. The connection between disappointment and gratitude. Interestingly, disappointment can also deepen our sense of gratitude. When things don't go as planned, it reminds us of what we already have. For example, if you're disappointed about not getting a promotion, it might make you appreciate the job you do have and the opportunities it provides. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to disappointment. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you can shift your perspective and find joy in the present moment. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings of disappointment, but rather balancing them with a sense of appreciation for the good things in your life. How to turn disappointment into opportunity. Disappointment can be a springboard for new opportunities. When one door closes, another one often opens. For example, if you're disappointed about not getting into your dream school, it might lead you to discover a different university that's a better fit for you. The key is to stay open to new possibilities. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can do next. Ask yourself, what opportunities can I create from this situation? How can I turn this disappointment into a stepping stone for success? The long-term benefits of embracing disappointment. Embracing disappointment has long-term benefits for your mental and emotional well-being. Over time, you'll develop a growth mindset where you see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. You'll also become more resilient, better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. People who embrace disappointment are often more successful in the long run because they're not afraid to take risks or face setbacks. They understand that failure is not the end, but a necessary part of the journey to success. Final thoughts. Why you need disappointment to succeed. Disappointment isn't the enemy, it's a teacher. It shows us where we need to improve, what truly matters to us, and how resilient we can be. The next time you face disappointment, don't see it as a setback. See it as an opportunity to grow, learn, and come back stronger. Remember, every successful person you admire has faced disappointment. The difference is they didn't let it define them. They used it as fuel to keep going. And you can too. So, the next time life doesn't go as planned, take a deep breath, reflect, and ask yourself, how can I turn this disappointment into my greatest advantage? Remember, disappointment is not the end. It's just the beginning of your next chapter. Keep going. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on personal growth and success. See you in the next one.